much we have to do.
Mincemeat pies to bake, tree to decorate, clean the house through and through. Then it'll be Christmas Eve, when it's better to give than to receive.
So much shopping to be done now. Time to hang the mistletoe.
Christmas cards to write, more guests to invite. Soon I hope it will snow. Wearing my heart on my sleeve, 'cause it's better to give than to receive. Peace on earth, goodwill to all. Let down of holly deck your home. Everyone's filled with Christmas cheer, if only it could last all year. I just wrote a note to Santa, and I said a little prayer. Make my dreams come true.
Special things for you, happy spirits in the air. Everyone's got to believe that it's better to give than to receive. $1.80, that is all I've saved. After one whole year of pinching pennies from the butcher and the baker and the vegetable man, I've done all that I can, but I still don't have enough to buy a gift for him, my Jim. And Christmas is 3 days away. Joy to the world and jingle bells, silent night and sweet Noel. Everyone's filled with Christmas cheer, if only it could last all year.
The beauty is astounding, so exquisite, so refined. A stunning piece of craftsmanship, materials and design. It's the perfect gift for my sweet Della. She's been admiring it so. But who am I kidding? Not only don't I have the money, I can't even afford the bow. Peace on earth, goodwill to all. Let boughs of holly deck your halls. Everyone's filled with Christmas. It's astounding. Central Electric has to refine. See how sight crafts decorate materials and design. It's the perfect gift for my sweet Della. It's better to give than to receive.
Oh, the perfect gift for my Jim. It suits him to a T.
It's the perfect gift for my sweet Della, fit for royalty. But I still don't have enough. Not even close. Everyone's filled with Christmas cheer. Everyone's filled with Christmas cheer. Everyone's filled with Christmas cheer. If only it could last all year.
I told you the tree would look better once we got a few decorations on it.
I still think it looks a bit underappreciated.
Well, of course it does presently, but we're not finished yet. Trust me, it will be beautiful.
No, you're beautiful. Oh, would you let all of your hair down for me? Please?
All right.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Did you ask William and Betsy for Christmas dinner?
Yes, they're bringing the whole brood.
Jim, they only
have 2 children, Annabelle and Nestor.
Well, for only 2 children, they certainly create a monumental disturbance.
So, what did they say about the party?
Well, they said they wouldn't miss it. Betsy offered to bring fresh baked bread and potato pie.
Potato pie? Anyway, I wish we didn't have to ask them to help with dinner. I would so like to make it a special evening for everyone.
Oh, it will be. Don't start feeling sad. We're lucky to have such good friends to be with during the holidays, in spite of Betsy's potato pie.
Jim!
Well, I've just always wondered how she got those kids to sprout so big on her cooking.
That string is wearing thin. Let me put a strap on there for you so you don't lose your watch.
You always look out for me.
Well, of course. Well, I know how precious this watch is. Can't imagine how sad you would feel if it fell out one day and rolled into the gutter. Would you like me to put a few cranberries on there for you? Make a fine decoration.
And a handy snack. Thank you. My watch is dear. Like you, my darling wife.
Oh, no. I just realized. What about Annabelle and Nestor? We don't have gifts for them.
How about baking them some of your delicious cranberry cookies?
Oh, I guess I could do that. I'll wrap them in bright gingham. I may have some scraps of ribbon, too.
Oh, I'm sure they'll love it.
So, what time did you tell them to be here?
Around noon.
Oh, perfect. Maddie will be here right around then.
That'll give us some time to open our gifts before everyone arrives.
Of course. Our gifts.
Now, don't you worry about a thing. My love, our very first Christmas together is going to be just fine. Have the joy of dressing up our Christmas tree. Just the sheer anticipation of what will be underneath. I want to give you all the finest luxuries. If only money grew on Christmas trees.
Imagine if each part of this small Christmas tree magically transformed into just what you need it to be. Then I fulfill all of your fantasies. If only money grew on Christmas trees. Then the branches of this tree could be the sleeves of the classiest suit you have ever seen.
And the needles of the pine could form a line to comb your hair up like a queen.
Lots of these bright ribbons as they gently float be made into a silky scarf to warm your throat and meet your cold. Tie crimson couplings made of cranberries. If only money grew on Christmas trees.
All the strings of popcorn draped in sweeping swirls could go dancing around your pretty neck to twist and twirl as milky pearls. Take a pair of pine cones to make earrings with ease. If only money grew on Christmas trees. Then the tinsel strands that dance across each branch could weave into a shawl to break your heart.
And the favorite chain of gold will turn to gold to keep your precious heart safe and warm. You deserve the greatest gifts from A to Z.
Every fancy, fad, and fashion, from Tiffany to Gay Cabri, I could give you everything you'd ever need. If only money grew on, really truly grew on. If only money grew on Christmas trees. Christmas trees.
Right? How does that look?
Oh, beautiful, Maggie.
Have you done all your Christmas shopping?
Not yet.
Well, we're having a sale tomorrow. Don't tell Honeycutt I told
wondering if my old job was available.
Oh, Della, you know I hated laying you off, but business hasn't been the same for the last year or so, and I'm struggling to keep Maddie on full time, and she's been here forever.
Hey, no comments on a lady's age.
You know, Della, I miss seeing your pretty face here every day, but business is business.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Thank you for your time.
But maybe if you wanted to help me stock part-time, late at night, I might be able to work out something for you.
Nights are the only time I see my husband. Thank you, anyway.
That husband of yours is a lucky fella. Very lucky. So lucky.
Hey, don't tell me you miss working in this dust hole.
It's just that money is so tight these days. Well, Mr. Honeycutt said I could stock part-time at night.
Oh, no. Well, watch out for Honeycutt. He's had his eye on you since the day you walked in here.
Perhaps, but when you boil it down, he's my only hope for some extra money.
Well, boiled, baked, or fried, don't you dare trust him alone in the store at night. Listen to your slightly older and much wiser friend on this one.
I know you're right. It's just, I wanted to buy something special for Jim, Maddie. It's our first Christmas together.
I don't get you, Dell. Have you seen Jim's eyes when he looks at you? He is nuts. I mean, head over heels nuts in love with you. The only one who looks at me like that is my dog at feeding time. You don't need to buy Jim a trinket to make him happy. He's already the happiest man around. What I wouldn't give to have some man love me like that.
Well, I think you're a catch too, Maddie.
Yeah, well, I wish someone would bait the hook already. You, my dear, are all that Jim wants for Christmas.
Yes, you're right.
I'm always right. Look at you. That face, oh, that hair. The Queen of Sheba would give her jewels for that hair.
Well, I better let you get back to work before we'll both be in financial trouble. I'll see you at Christmas Day at our house.
All right. See you, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Gwendolyn. How you feeling? Damp enough for you? 5 more hours left. You think we're going to make it? Me neither. Dragging the door. Kick off my shoes. Open some mail. Pour me some booze. Step out of my clothes. Slip on my robe. Take out a chop. Turn on the stove. Set the table. Light a candle for fun. Now I'm ready for another dinner. For one. I'll be ready for another. Ready for another. I'll be ready for another dinner. Or wine.
Oh no! The room is on loose!
Now stop that, children! This is a place of business! Behave yourselves right now!
William, I need some more money. I thought I'd have enough, but I've run short, and I still have a few gifts yet to buy.
Yay, presents! I hope they're all for me! For me! No, for me!
Dear, what about the $5 I gave you this morning?
Oh, that was gone before noon.
Mama, Santa's right outside the window. Can I have a nickel for the Salvation Army?
That Salvation Army, dear. Salivation is drooling.
But he is drooling.
It is impolite to point, Nestor.
Salvation.
This is a place of business, not a playground.
I'm sorry, Mr. Porter. They're just excited about Christmas. Here, let's go find Santa.
I'm gonna tell Santa you're back!
My ears are still ringing. What time is it? Shouldn't those brats be in bed?
It's only 4:30.
Jim, I've been meaning to have a talk with you. The profits have been down this quarter. I'm going to have to cut your hours again. I'm sorry, but I need to watch our bottom line.
But Mr. Porter, Della and I are already struggling to make ends meet. If you cut my hours again, with Christmas coming in only 2 days,
It's done. That sure is a mighty handsome watch you have there. If you need some extra money for the holidays, I may be able to take it off your hands.
Oh. No. Thank you. This watch has been in my family for years. My grandfather gave this watch to my father. Before he passed on, he gave it to me. It's very dear.
Awfully fancy for a working class man like yourself.
Do I look like a rich man to you? I must look like King Midas to Betsy. I work and work and work just to get a few pennies ahead. And she spends and spends and spends. The well's dry, sweet pea.
I know how you feel. Porter just cut my hours. Again.
What? That cretin.
But things were already so tough for Della and I this year. I wanted to buy her something really beautiful for Christmas. She deserves fine things, wonderful things. Not secondhand clothing and a scraggly Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it is we're surrounded by all this money. Day in, day out, seeing it, feeling it, smelling it, breathing it, and knowing none of it's ours. I'm sick of this lousy job. What I wouldn't give to be rich enough to tell Porter what I really think of him.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? Or rich enough to buy whatever you wanted without even looking at the price.
Or rich enough to send Nestor and Annabelle to the finest private schools in France.
And this is all that's coming between a life of leisure and a life of...
Stop that chattering, you slackers. This is a job, not a charity.
that.
What if this accidentally slipped into my coat pocket?
Willie.
Who would know? Then I could sneak away. Far, far away. Someplace warm, where no one would ever think to look for me. I wanna lay every day on some tropical sand, bask in the sunshine, perfecting my tan. I play the ukulele in the native band. I wanna be king of the isle. I wanna feast on bananas and some juicy fruit. Train a talking parrot and a dancing newt. Maybe take a dip in just my birthday suit as the king of the isle. My only worry would be what not to wear, and which scents of oil to rub in my hair. Seashells would be my currency in the bank of a deep blue sea. I wanna play with golf with a good night. Car cookie tea to my cozy hut, and if I happen to sleep all day, so what? I'm the king of the isle. Ooh-ah, 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 king of the isle. I'll drop you a note rolled up in a bottle. Eat so much lobster, I walk with a waddle. Footloose and so fancy free, with no responsibility. I wanna grow my hair till the twinkles and twirls, swim with the oysters gathering their pearls, and dance the hula hula with these gorgeous girls as the king of the isle, singing hula hula, hula hula, hula hula, hula hula hula, hula hula, hula, king of the isle, singing hula hula, hula hula, hula hula, hula hula, hula hula, king of the isle. But if it's just for a while, I wanna be king of the Well, see you in the morning. Same time, same place, same misery.
Have a good night, William. Oh, I hope that cold clears up.
Jim, I have a few things to do this evening. I'll need you to lock and secure the bank tonight. Do you think you can handle that?
Of course, Mr. Porter. I'll have the money sorted by 5:30 and the doors locked by 6.
All right then. Going.
I am so
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. How clumsy of me.
No, it was entirely my fault. My mind and my eyes were wandering. Aren't you Mr. Porter from the bank?
Yes, I am.
I'm Della Young, Jim's wife. I've seen you in there a few times.
Yes. I just left your husband to stay late and close up. I have a few chores to do this evening, and then I'm heading home.
I'm so sorry I'm keeping you.
Oh, that's quite all right, then. Let me help you with that. Well, we're almost done here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, the cranberries. They've stained your handkerchief.
I've plenty more. Well, good seeing you, Mrs. Young, and have a pleasant evening.
Good night. Jim? $21. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can only manage a small donation.
Any amount is welcome, ma'am. Merry Christmas.
Now I only have $1.83.
Here, let me add to that donation on your behalf.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Get out.
Thank you, Mrs. Honeycutt. That was very kind.
You know, I like doing nice things for you, Della. You know, I could really use that extra help at the store tomorrow. You can come by before we open, say around 8.
I don't think so.
I can pay you handsomely for your services, and just think what a nice Christmas it could be for you after all. Lovely Della, I'm the fella who can help you out of your bind. Spend a few hours doing this and that, and I'll return the favor tit for tat. It's the perfect solution to our situation. I'll scratch your back and you'll scratch mine.
I don't know, Mr. Honeycutt.
Lovely Della, you could celebrate the holidays in style. You'll have the money for your heart's desire, and be home in time for supper by the crackling fire. It's an ideal solution, a sweet inspiration. I'll scratch your back and you'll scratch mine. If you're interested, go to the House of Beauty and get yourself fixed up. Tell Madame Soproni to send me the bill for her services, and think of this as my Christmas gift to you. And meet me at the store at 8 a.m. And you'll be home long before that husband of yours even misses you. I'll scratch your back and you'll scratch mine. Yes, yes.
$1.83. That is all. The time is drawing near and it's becoming crystal clear how my fantasy could be reality. I tossed around the pros and cons and found that there was one response so obvious, though rather torturous. Jim, I'd give up anything for you. That is what will always see me through. But this may be the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Work hard all day from 9 to 5, make just enough to stay alive. That's it, it's barely adequate. I've racked my mind for clues to find salvation from my blues. Now I can finally see what was in front of me. Dell, I love you madly and so true. I would give up anything for you. This may be the hardest thing I've ever had to do. If only money grew on Christmas trees,
I could buy exactly what you need, but I'm out of ideas with just one way out. I know what I've got to do now. It's time to let my hair down, time to say a little prayer now. The destiny is energizing me.
I'm through with my procrastinating, done with endlessly debating. Time to be, what is my legacy? Darling, I love you through and through. I would give up everything for you.
Della last night. I went to the store and took the plunge. It's a good thing she was asleep when I got home, because you know me, I can't keep a secret.
Please, buddy, tell me a rich uncle died.
Huh? Good morning, officers. What happened? Did someone get run over by a carriage?
James Dillingham Young, you're under arrest.
I'm under arrest? You've got to be kidding. For what?
You know for what, you ingrate. Stealing from your own place of employment. How despicable.
Jim, buddy, I know you couldn't have done something like that. This is absurd. I've known Jim since we were teenagers. He's never stolen as much as a Hershey's bar.
You're being charged with last night's theft of the Bank of New York.
What?
We already got a statement from Mr. Porter.
He said you were in the bank alone last night, locking up.
Everything was in order when he left.
No sign of forced entry.
Several people have testified you've been talking about financial problems lately.
Your work hours were recently reduced.
Motive and opportunity.
An inside job.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, but Jim couldn't have done this. Go frisk one of the hula girls.
No such thing as loyalty these days.
William, stop your gawking. Get back to work. Morning. I'm Officer Brown. This is Officer O'Reilly. We're from the 5th Precinct.
We need to speak to you, ma'am.
Why, of course. I just got home. Is everything all right?
Ma'am, we must inform you there was a robbery at the Bank of New York.
Jim, it's Jim all right? He hasn't been shot, has he? Please tell me he's all right.
He's in perfect health. He's just in a lot of trouble.
Ma'am, it appears that your husband may be responsible for the theft.
Well, that's impossible. Like, Jim would never do anything like that.
You remember what time he came home last night?
I'm not sure. I fell asleep early.
Is that customary?
Well, no, but I was really tired, and Mr. Porter asked to lock up last night, so he came home later than usual.
Did your husband seem nervous or tense in the morning?
Well, we only spoke briefly, but he was looking forward to Christmas. He seemed upbeat and excited. He seemed...
Like someone who had suddenly come into a good deal of money.
Sorry, ma'am, but there was no sign of a break-in. Your husband is the obvious suspect.
If you'd like to see him, he's at the 5th Precinct jail.
Thank you for your time, ma'am. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, faith of the Lord.
Get your latest edition paper right here! Big Bank Robbery, Bank of New York! Get your latest edition paper here! Big Bank
Don't you children ever tire?
Nope.
I swear, if I had half their energy, I'd weave all our clothes by hand and forage for our dinner.
No, son. Now we rest.
But why?
Because I'm getting blisters on my blisters.
I can't wait for the party tomorrow. It is still in Uncle Jim's. I'm gonna eat cookies and pie till I burst.
Me too. I'm gonna eat one first more.
No, I am.
No, me.
Oh, children, we won't be going to Aunt Della and Uncle Jim's tomorrow
Why won't we be going there, Mama?
because the party's been called off.
Why?
Why what, dear?
Why has the party been called off, Mama?
Because Uncle Jim won't be at home then.
But why won't Uncle Jim be at home?
Because he's been...
Detained.
Why has he been detained?
Because Uncle Jim accidentally got hit on the head by a couple of coconuts.
Papa, Papa, Papa!
Yes, sweetie?
I was wondering, why do romance say strange things? Why does the circus have 3 rings?
And why don't Santa's reindeer have any wings?
Why, tell me why, why, tell me why?
Well, because, just because, that's why. Now, let's just sit here and rest a while. while.
Look, children, look at the animals in the park.
Why don't rabbits make a noise? Why don't kids go to play with toys?
And why are girls so different from boys? Why, tell me why? Why, tell me why?
Well, just because, that's why.
Why is the sky so blue all day and turns so black at night?
Why is my tongue so very pink and my bottom so very white?
Right, let's change the subject now. Here, have some candy to occupy your mouth.
Why does chocolate give me bumps? Chills.
Get the mumps. And why does mama's oatmeal have big lumps? Why, tell me why? Oh, why, tell me why? Why do I have to brush my teeth and always say please?
Why does the moon follow me around? And why is it made of cheese?
Why do thorns grow on a rose?
Why do people have to wear clothes? Why does that lady have a big nose?
Why, tell me why? Oh, why, tell me why?
All right, let's look at some nursery rhymes now. That'll be fun. That'll be safe.
Why is the cradle in a treetop? Why did the mouse run up the clock?
Why did the weasel suddenly pop?
Because he took his kids shopping.
Why did the cow jump over the moon?
Why does the dish run away with the spoon? And why does Paul Bass sing out of tune?
Ha ha.
Why, tell me why? Why, tell me why?
Why did the old woman live in a shoe? Oh,
Because she had a gambling problem?
Why does the poor little boy blue?
Because he held his breath too long.
And why wasn't Humpty Dumpty fixed with glue?
Because they made him into an omelet with bacon and hash brown. Fed the entire village.
Why, tell me why? Why, tell me why?
Because, just because, that's why, that's it. Because, now children, come along.
Why?
Pacing the floor, feeling the blues.
stare at the news, searching for clues. Eat up a chop, try not to cry.
Forced down some slop, wanting to die.
Pound the table,
As I wait for the sun,
now I'm ready for a lonely dinner. For one,
such an unfamiliar scene.
and I don't know what it means. Nothing's the way it seems, like a bad dream. I could just dream.
Down all the cracks,
Count all the cracks,
climbing the wall.
climbing the wall.
Jump at the sound,
Jump at the sound,
out in the hall.
out in the hall.
Comb through my hair,
Through my hair,
wash off my
wash off
face.
my face.
Crawl into
Crawl into
bed.
bed.
My favorite place.
My favorite place. And tomorrow when the day has begun, I'll be ready for another. Ready for another. I'll be ready for
another lonely
lonely dinner for one.
dear. I saw the newspaper.
But he didn't do it. He couldn't have. Jim is as honest as the day is long.
Of course. But I just don't understand the whole thing, Dell. The newspaper made it sound like the evidence was overwhelming. You think it's some sort of setup?
I don't know. All I know is that my Jim is in jail and on Christmas Eve.
All right. Here's a hanky. Dry your face and let's think instead of weep. Now, is there anyone who'd want to get back at Jim for something? Or maybe someone's jealous of him?
No, everyone loves Jim. You know that.
And you saw him come home last night, right?
No, I'd fallen asleep early, but we spoke in the morning. He was in such a good mood, all excited about our Christmas party.
He didn't say or do anything suspicious, right?
You're starting to sound like the police. No, he was perfectly fine.
And what about his clothes? Was there any blood on his clothes or maybe on his gloves?
Blood? What are you talking about? I think you read one too many of those dime detective novels.
Talks about it here. Right here in black and white.
But the police said there was no break-in, and they never mentioned any violence.
You know how those press hounds like to embellish everything. They made a big deal about a handkerchief that was found in the vault. Look, the handkerchief, owner unknown, was stained with some reddish substance, probably the blood of an innocent victim that got in the way of the ruthless bank robber. Can you imagine them calling Jim ruthless?
I just don't understand any of this.
Yeah, I mean, even if Jim did fall victim to the seduction of the money, he wouldn't hurt anyone to get it. That I know for sure.
I think this is all just a bad dream.
Oh, crazy, rotten, stinking dream.
I just can't stop thinking about it. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, then let's go over it again. What would Sherlock Holmes do, Watson?
I don't know. Smoke a pipe, search for clues.
Let's go over it again. Let's look. All right. Bank of New York. Bloody handkerchief. Hundreds of dollars.
Wait. Were they sure it was blood on the handkerchief?
A reddish substance, probably blood.
Probably blood. Cranberries.
What?
Cranberries. Of course. I think I thought of the answer.
What are you talking about?
A single simple incident, quite insignificant, has flashed into my cloudy brain like lightning in the rain, and it all has to do with cranberries.
I'm not following you.
Cranberries.
Are they some kind of clue?
Would suspect they're the answer.
Maybe you're getting the flu.
This handy little snack that always makes a tasty treat on roasted turkey dinner and my special cookie sweet. And strung together look quite festive on a tree. I have to go, Maddie.
Why?
Cranberries.
I'm so confused.
Cranberries.
Come on, give me the scoop.
I'll explain everything later.
I hate it when I'm left out of the loop. Watson!
Sometimes the clearness is really the opposite. Now I can see I must tell them right away that it all has to do with cranberries.
Excuse me, what did you say?
Cranberries.
I know you've had a bad day.
The key to the bank robbery. It's cranberries.
And just what does that mean?
Cranberries.
You know you're making a scene.
Cranberries. Who is guilty? Please let me explain. The cranberry stained the handkerchief that belonged to Mr. Porter, which he carelessly left inside the vault when he went to the Bank of New York.
Huh?
He bumped into me and spilled my cranberries on the street. Then he picked them up and Then he went to the bank again after Jim had locked it. Porter told me he was going home, but he had told a fib. He went to the vault and helped himself to all the money, but in his rush he dropped his red, cranberry-stained hanky. Please don't you understand that Jim is not the guilty man? It was Mr. Porter's plan to make it look that way, but his plan did not include my
Cranberry!
Can't you see what I mean?
Cranberry!
Can you picture the scene?
Cranberries prove who is guilty. Let me see if I got this straight. The cranberry stained the handkerchief that belonged to Mr. Porter that he carelessly left inside the vault when he went to the Bank of New York.
He bumped into you and spilled your cranberries on his feet. Then he picked them up and stained his hands and wiped them on his handkerchief.
Yes!
Then he went to the bank again after Jim had locked it.
Porter told you he was going home.
But he had told a fib. He went to the vault and helped himself to all the money.
But in his rush he dropped his red.
Cranberry stained hanky.
So
it all has to do with cranberry.
Yes, that's how it occurred.
Cranberry.
I feel so reassured.
And sounds like you found the answer. And the answer is cranberries.
We need to look into this right away.
That was good police work.
Oh, you really are amazing! Figuring out that Porter had stolen the money and with only cranberry stains for the clue. Oh, I somehow knew things would turn out all right. Couldn't imagine spending Christmas without you, my angel.
It's Christmas Eve, darling. We almost were together, but now we are. So, let's have our special time alone tonight. I can't wait to give you a present.
Oh, yes. Let's. I will burst if I have to keep my gift from you a moment longer.
Here it is. I know you'll love it. It's very special, just like you are to me.
No. You first. I want to see your face when the wrappings come off. No one deserves this more than you. I love you so much.
Please, you first.
No, you first.
Jim, please, I don't think I can contain myself another minute. You don't know what a beautiful gift I have for you.
All right. We'll open them together. On the count of 3, agreed?
Agreed.
1, 2.
Oh, you. Tortoiseshell comes with real jewels.
A watch chain. Platinum. Oh, what a dandy.
Oh, Jim, I have craved and yearned for them, and I never thought they could be mine.
I'm gonna have to look at the hour 100 times a day now.
Jim, darling, I had to cut my hair and sell it because I couldn't have gone through Christmas without giving you a present. A special present.
Oh, Della. And I pawned the watch to get money for the combs for your beautiful hair.
You cared so much, dear, that you were willing to sacrifice your watch? The thing that you love the most for me?
And your beautiful hair, your crowning glory. I know how proud you were to share it with the world. And now because you love me so much, it's gone.
Of course. I would do anything for you.
We really are a couple of poor fools. Let's put our Christmas gifts away for now. They're too nice to use just yet.
I just wanted to give you something special.
Don't worry, darling. They're just things wrapped in ribbon. I'm looking at all I really need. Your laugh, your smile, your quiet, graceful style, your touch, your sigh, your sobs and sniffles when you cry, your fingers as they stroke my face. These are the gifts you give me every day.
Your lips, your chin, your playful little grin, your kiss, good night, your arms enfolding me tight, your hands as they caress my waist. These are the gifts you give me every day. The way you brush the sleep out of my eyes, the way you toss your head back
With pleasure, these small distant gestures are your greatest treasure. Your faith,
your dreams
to keep me safe. Your heart,
your soul, your shelter from the cold.
your love is shown in so many ways. These are the gifts you give. I'm rich from the gifts you give. These are the gifts you give me every day. Gifts of love, oh, love. Gifts of love, oh, oh. Gifts of love, gifts you give me every day. Oh, leave it down. You look more beautiful now than ever.
Merry Christmas, Della. Merry Christmas, buddy. I know you couldn't have stolen that money. Me, on the other hand,
Children, what do you say?
Where's the food?
I mean, Merry Christmas, Uncle Lonely and Jim.
I mean, Merry Christmas, Uncle Donald. Uncle Donald.
Well, what are you all doing here?
We decided the party should be back on. We have so much to celebrate.
But we don't have food or decorations.
don't worry. We're bringing the party to you.
Who's we?
You'll see.
And we can start by filling your table with My potato pie!
What happened to your hair up, Della?
Well, I cut my hair and sold it to buy Uncle Jim a Christmas present.
You sold your hair?
Well, Christmas is a time to give to others and appreciate what you already have, even if it isn't always easy. Oh, come in.
Merry Christmas.
Good to see you.
Della, your hair! You look like
Truant schoolboy.
a sassy lady. I brought a ham. It's much too much food for me and my new friend, Henry.
Henry, pleased to meet you. Please come in and join us.
Likewise, thank you for having me here on such short notice.
You look awfully familiar. Have we met before? Something about your eyes.
Oh, he's just some guy I picked up off the street.
Actually, Maddie and I, we met at the Salvation Army. She's been staying late all week helping us prepare for the charity Christmas dinner.
This old broad gets around.
Ho, 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 ho!
Come in.
Mrs. Young, we're sorry to bother you on Christmas Day, but we thought you and Mr. Young would like to hear the news. Mr. Porter was arrested this morning trying to flee the country. He has since confessed to the bank robbery, and all the money has been recovered.
And all because of your terrific powers of deduction, Mrs. Young.
That is wonderful news. Thank you so much for coming to tell us. Please join us for a few minutes.
Well, for a moment or two, thank you.
Oh, come in.
Santa, my brother and I have been talking. We want you to have our Christmas coins to give to the poor children who can't afford gifts this year.
Mine too. Take mine too.
Well, mine first.
No, mine.
That is so kind of you children. You both truly have the Christmas spirit.
I am so proud of you, Annabelle and Nestor. We are so lucky to have so much. What do you say we take some of the gifts we bought this year and donate them to the orphanage tomorrow morning?
My friends, I want to tell you all how wonderful it is to have you here on this special day. Take a look around you at the people who surround you. They're the ones you want to show exactly how you feel. Treat them kindly, sweet and fair. Show how much you really care. Let them know you're always there. 'Cause actions make you real. And remember the reason to celebrate the season. To wrap up all your feelings for your friends and loved ones. Celebrate the season with a gift of selfless love. 'Cause that's the greatest gift of all.
Hear it, the singing of your spirit. The sweetest song you've ever heard is playing here today. Peals of laughter, squeals of glee, ringing out in harmony. These most special things are free and have so much to say.
And remember the reason to celebrate the season. To wrap up all your feelings for your friends and loved ones. Celebrate